Okay.
Perhaps you want to thank somebody else.
Hey YouTube, it's me, VHS009, and today I'm doing my second game of Wii Sports Bowling for the Nintendo Wii. I am a huge obsessive with bowling. I play all the time. It is one of my favorite games for the Wii. Not acquiring to Wheel of Fortune, which I'm going to do a little bit later. And Deal or No Deal, which I really love. But I really love bowling because it gets me all pumped up. I tell you, it's like one of the biggest games ever. So will I win again? Stay tuned to find out, YouTube.
This is what everybody says. They look on the registry and they're like, who the heck would register for this expensive thing? It never means, oh, just in case someone wanted to buy something expensive. It translates to the people coming in the shower. Oh my gosh, this girl is out of her mind. It totally does. No one's
Are you registered for your wedding?
Have for the bridal shower I did, and it was just candles and picture frames and towels. My wedding, no, we're not registering for the wedding. We put down 2 charities that we are.
Really?
Yeah.
The charity?
I mean, because, I'm so blessed. I don't need a toaster. I don't need a...
You want to mention the charities?
Oh, one is called the Embrace Foundation, and the other charity, it's so crazy.
Okay, you have no
on our website.
The Embrace
is
the Schwarzenegger's charity?
You're funny. An organization in San Diego, they help a lot of homeless people, and you're so
I
funny.
gotta tell you that I really hate to do this. Okay, but it's in the news today, and so I'm sort of told that it's in the news, and we can't ignore it.
Don't do it, Barbara.
Come on, I'll do it.
I know what it is.
You read the introduction.
Oh, okay. A new Schwarzenegger scandals, new Schwarzenegger stories are all over the gossip blogs. This morning, TMZ claims Maria Shriver was so furious when she found out about Arnold's love child that she leaked the story to the LA Times. It's more like a flood than a leak. And that her friends talked her out of holding her own press conference exposing the scandal. So,
okay.
You know, what's such a trip is that you know, it's funny that you leak the story, because people who don't, women who are not rich and don't have power and influence, they just go burn up the guy's car, tear up his stuff. Y'all saw Waiting to Exhale when Angela Bassett burned up all this stuff. That's what you do when you don't have money. When you leak the story when you got influence. How do you leak your own business?
Well, this was not her, supposedly herself. These were aides. But I now am in touch with, various people who know various stories. And I don't believe, TMZ is usually right, and they're competing with Radar, and it's a whole big thing. But, I was talking to somebody who knows Patty Baena, Mildred Baena.
Patty Baena. Yes, Baena.
And he said to me, a lot of the stuff that you're reading about her that came from different relatives, this relative, this sister-in-law, brother-in-law, they haven't seen her in years, don't believe everything,
Can we believe the baby is Arnold?
Yes.
Okay, because once you believe that, once that's true.
Maria believes that.
And Maria, I don't know what to say. I don't blame her for anything. She's going through a very terrible time.
Right. I mean, look, if people are coming down on her for leaking, we all know who leaked first, okay?
Yeah.
It was him.
That's right. That's right. You wouldn't have had to leak anything if the first leak hadn't happened. Gotcha, Maria.
Talk about your trickle-down theory, you know what I'm saying?
I know all
what do you do? I mean, it's just so hard to believe, because this was going on for 10 years.
Do you really believe that? But I like Maria too, but do you really think she didn't have a clue?
Yeah.
I mean,
Barbara, a woman, this is what
I don't think she would have allowed this woman to see, it's not just that he had, an affair and illegitimate child. It is the embarrassment. It is the lying.
This was in her home.
Was in your home, and she's confiding the way
Barbara, let me tell you, a woman in your home who's been working for you, and she's having sex with your man.
And has to change her own sheets.
She's got to change her sheets every day. There's got to be a little bit of resentment from the other woman that you're not seeing. She either gonna wash your silk in hot water, because she's gonna do something different. And that's why I said Maria didn't pick up on.
No, I don't think she did. See, I think it's bad enough to know that he had other affairs. And remember, there was a time, not a time, when she stood up for him and said, who are you going to listen to, all of these people or me? And I think at the time that she meant it, that the marriage was solid enough. I think the embarrassment, the shame is, oh, it was under my roof.
That's why I feel for this lady.
Bill, there's one report that was very interesting about this Mildred Baena, and that is that she would put Maria's clothing on, and would put her makeup on, and
that's one of the stories she said might be
sleep in the
untrue.
bed.
I don't know.
So I had a shrink on my other show who said that she had a thief's mentality, like she was a thief.
We don't know that.
Stealing
She wanted to beat, but Barbara, it's hard to feel compassion for this lady Baena when she says people are now coming up with stuff that was untrue. You were in this woman's house for 10 years, sleeping with her man. You had a baby 4 weeks after she had her baby with her husband.
What are we doing right
It's hard
now?
to feel compassion for you.
What are we doing right now, though? Why are we continuing to shift blame to the woman? We should, as much as
Him too. He's coming in here, Elizabeth. He's in the guineas, but don't you come out and say all of this stuff is untrue and poor me, poor me. You knew that when you was with this married man.
I know that it's consensual sex, but it is a power over a person who works in your house. That's called sexual harassment in every court of law.
Sexual harassment? Well, so you're saying with all these other stories that allegedly are coming out, that could be sexual
I'm not
harassment?
saying that he forced her because she sounds like a willing victim, but, you know,
that doesn't sound like sexual harassment.
when a powerful
when you go
man
for
is
it,
having
yeah.
sex with an underling in his employ,
She was
that
there
is
for her
considered
job.
That's consensual.
Is she on payroll? That would be this could
But
be
maybe if she
You know what I would
didn't
like
there
to
for her
do?
job.
You know what I would like to do? I'd like to show more baby pictures. We'll be right back with more Hot Topics and Hot
Welcome to Glad TV.
My little girls. Oh, your favorite girls are back.
Sometimes happens.
And your favorite guys are back too. Even Ronald's back. New Ronald. They retired up there now since September. Well, we premiere on September 4th, which means Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 2 weeks before. Yeah, we're already taping.
Yeah, glad.
You notice where we're on? Lonnie, you notice? We're already preempted because Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is when we tape the finale. Is when we tape the episode.
Bringing heroes home for generations. Just another reason Chevy runs deep.
The chill of peppermint. The rich, dark chocolate. York peppermint patty. Get the sensation.
For my dry skin, ordinary body washes just aren't moisturizing enough. New Gold Bond Ultimate Deep Moisture. Richer than the Lady Body Wash, with more moisturizers and vitamins combined. New Gold Bond Deep Moisture. The body wash that moisturizes like a lotion.
I'm just a piece of dust, living at the corner of J and K, spending too many nights alone at the Space Bar. Will love ever find me? Oh, yes!
Swiffer extracts dust. Swiffer 360 dusters gets in hard-to-reach places. It takes up 2 times more dust than a feather duster, using thousands of fluffy fibers to lock dust away.
You're just my type!
Swiffer gives cleaning a whole new meaning.
Eastern, Central, Pacific, who cares? We're on summertime. It's time for endless summer, with styles starting at $9.99. It's time for Payless.
I confess, I'm not perfect. I can't sew, knit, or crochet. I might have flaws, but this isn't one of them. Your moment, your dove. You think the safest place in the world for your baby is wrapped in your arms. It can also be one of the most dangerous, because parents most often spread pertussis.
Well, be quiet. The show's become one of the most special shows of all time. With Ronald still doing the show, but I don't think season 21 should end for Ronald. It's only and for Ronald. It should be a new chapter.
What makes a
graduating
so creamy and delicious? Care and dedication.
She's really
Our
hardworking.
family-owned company has focused on making the
Really
best
hardworking
tasting
as a
sour cream
professor.
for over
He's just a
4
student and he's working
generations.
hard.
It's made
The best
with
on
farm
television.
fresh cream
And when you
that's
watch him grow up from a young man, I remember how young he was
no added hormones.
when he started this show. I was on this show originally since the very...
The new champion is Dancing with the Stars Grand Finale live ABC tonight.
Under a rock, you know that this is the last week of Oprah Winfrey's daytime show. And the superstars lined up yesterday. Oprah didn't know about it at the United Center in Chicago. Enormous, and everybody, every big star, almost every big star was there. Okay? Take a look. Okay, these are just songs.
And you know that part 2 is on tonight, and I believe the finale is tomorrow.
Queen Latifah was there, and she's here today, so she'll give us some details.
Coming out with us, and there were so many others. It was quite a show. But they also had people who were not stars talking about what Oprah had meant in their lives and how she changed their lives. We certainly know she got people to read, and her compassion was something that was, evident almost every day. Did she change your life?
Yeah, and I want to throw out my friend Cheryl Underwood, who's been on here. She's a comic. She said Oprah made it so black people can go to therapy, because black people as a whole, we don't like to go to shrinks. And that was, I started seeing a therapist for different things because I was like, well, reading Oprah's book, it's okay. I think even Oprah, if you look at Rachel Ray, Dr. Oz, Dr. Phil, and I'm missing somebody, all the people she put, Susie Orman,
Dr. Seuss, you forgot.
Nate Perkins. I mean, she gave people hope when people didn't have hope. She put these people on the air.
The thing about her, I think, from the early days, she and Phil Donahue basically had these shows that were never on the air before, and you started to realize that there is pedophilia out there, and there is all sorts of perversions and crazy people, family difficulties, all the stuff that we've become aware of. So I think that when we talk sometimes about how much more pathology there is out in the world, it could be that they have made it clear that it's there, and before that we didn't know it.
She also took giving to a new level. You remember Oprah, she gave out more houses.
Do you remember the house at the cars? Her audience is always... You guys aren't getting anything.
You guys we are a very inexpensive show. When we went out there and saw Oprah's set and everything, so don't expect anything. We thank you for coming, but you're not going to get it. Let me just say something about Oprah, because I've known her for so long and have such feelings about her, as you know. And we're going to show a little bit of it tomorrow. A clip. I did the first big interview with Oprah 2 years after she had come to Chicago. In 2 years, she had become a huge star. A little bit like Lady Gaga. In 2 years, and Lady Gaga, by the way, is an inspiration, as we know now, to a lot of young people. But in 2 years, Oprah had become that big. And on this clip, she talked about having been abused as a child, sexually abused as a child.
Well, YouTube, I did the best I can. I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you soon with Wheel of Fortune. Bye.